It's done, but let's review how we got here. So I made a little bit of another rookie mistake here, and this angle bracket here is for the shelving that is going on top of the closet organizer. When I cut the shelving down, because it's 48 inches and I needed about 31.5 inches, I cut it down. It wouldn't go in because it was still too tight against this angle bracket. So I came out here, used my trusty dusty table saw and cut it down again. And when I cut it down, I cut too much of it off. So it's only hanging on the edge here by about 1/8 of an inch. So that obviously gave me a little bit of a dilemma. So it was either go out and buy a new board, which probably would have run me $20, $30, or just get a larger angle bracket, which is what I ended up doing. So I was able to pick up this 4-foot aluminum piece here for like $10, and I'm just gonna cut it down to the same size as I had here. And then once we do that, I'll even cut a little bit on the end here so I can make this little flap to prevent the board from sliding off. We'll just bend that back. It's thin aluminum, but it's going to be more than enough to hold the shelf up. And then I'm going to end up drilling these holes in on my drill that's sitting right back there. I've already drilled a few holes here, as you can see by the difference between the two, a little bit rougher, but it still works. And then I'm just going to cut this down using one of these bimetal blades on my jigsaw, which are these blades here. It'll cut right through that. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll show you the finished product when we get it up on the wall. So until then. So we've taken our jigsaw with our bimetal blade, and we cut the aluminum piece down. It took all but 5 seconds to the right length, and then I even cut the end here and then bent that side back, as you can see here. It worked out really easy. Just use a crescent wrench to match what we have here. So when the shelf is sitting in there, it won't slide out to the front, even though it's going to be screwed in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut that end piece off here, which is this piece sticking out. And then I'm going to file this down to make it a little more smooth. And then we'll line up the holes here that you see on this one, and we'll drill those holes out so it goes into the stud that's up there, and then we'll be all set. All right, I've got the piece of metal here, the shelf bracket on the drill press. I've matched the holes to where they should be. The hole that is going to screw in from the bottom to hold the shelf in place is a little towards this edge as compared to the one in the back, because it needs to grip onto the shelf where it's a little bit shorter. And then I've got my 2 holes marked up where they're going to go against the wall. They match everything that's on this bracket, and I've even compensated for the thickness of the metal on each side. So we are going to drill that. I'm going to show you how that works right now, and then you'll see that repeated on 3 more holes. So we're going to turn the drill on and go from there. And that's all she wrote. I just have to repeat that 3 more times, then this one will be ready to hang. So we've created our bracket here, and you can see it matches up really nice. I'll get you a side view here. Even the my little end piece there, it's a little larger. The holes match up where they're supposed to be, as you can see. And now we're going to hang it up in that corner. And you can see here there's been a little bit of damage there because we really pressed in. I made the cut too short, and then I had to pull that off. It pulled some of the paint off. The good thing here is that you're never going to see that because it's going to be behind the bracket. So not even worried about that. So we're going to hang this up now, and then I'll show you the end result here shortly. We got the bracket in, and you can see it fits absolutely wonderful. And it's now very sturdy up top. So she'll be able to store some items on top of that. But The measurements came out great. It looks actually, I think it looks better than the originals that come with it. And it just worked out really nice. So as I've stated many times before, rookie mistakes can be fixed. And that has been fixed. We have completed the closet organizer for the bedroom. And it looks really good. Even have my test jacket in there to make sure that it's hanging in the right place. And it comes right out to the inside of the door here. So that works out perfect. And there's a lot of storage here. Plus we got plenty up there. I ended up having to make another bracket. As you can see here, it's the same as the one on the top. This time, that one only took me about 15 minutes as I remembered everything I needed to do based on that one. And it fit perfectly in there, as you can see. So that worked out really well. And if we move this one over here, you can see there's enough room to get the second row in there and 2 rows of clothes hanging. The good thing here also is on these, I was able to go right into the stud. There's a stud right there, so that's really sturdy. This one's just drywall anchors, and it should be sturdy enough to hold all of our clothes. But this is done. Now it's time to go back to the doors and get those finished up. And then we will just about be done with this room and get her moved in. The sun's starting to go down in the back, so we're gonna try to finish everything up by dusk and then start moving her stuff in. So it's gonna be really nice. And that's how we got to a finished closet organizer. And you can see all the clothes hanging up here and plenty of room for all her stuff. She's got a few more clothes to move in here, but you can see all the hanger space and things are looking really good. So with that, we're gonna close this series out and move on to the next one. With that, peace out.